Maria specifically. Okay, call to order at 9:35 a.m. Roll call. Rosa Barroso.
Sorry.
Tardy. Gary Cardenas is not here. Maria Sanchez is not here. Lindsay, I'm here. William is here. Hector Suco is present. Ooh, you're present. Order of business. Any deferrals, additions, or deletions?
None.
Nothing in your end?
Oh, do you want to add,
Still
do
new.
you want to
wanna
add
add
anything to the agenda?
Oh.
Delete something from the agenda,
Give me 1 minute.
Sure.
defer something from the agenda?
Is my worksheet on here?
Yes, at the end. Well, it's, I don't think I put it in there, did I?
Motion to add my.
Oh, I left it under like website resources and all
Okay,
that, but if
okay.
you want, why don't we update it, website resource and slash,
Worksheet.
worksheet, so we
Okay.
can specify. Good call.
Saw it uploaded already. So,
Oh, okay.
yeah, like I,
Mhm.
yeah, so when I clicked on the meetings, I saw like at
Oh,
additional links.
Okay, so I know what you mean, so that's,
Ooh.
yeah, so it's just part of the agenda.
Oh,
Well, so it is
okay.
on the,
Okay,
on the
yeah.
agenda, yeah, no, I would say we'll stop.
Yeah, I was like,
Okay.
approved it, but I go,
Okay,
no.
yeah, 'cause I found it.
I would love to see her face as you said it, because I was looking at you. I should have like had a sign on.
Really? I'm like, but we were supposed to update it. I vote on it.
Makes happen.
All right, so. Do I need to put a motion to add that as, for D worksheet or no? Do I need
Yeah.
to-
Just mention it. so
Yes,
it's-
I think that's
should be
right.
edited.
Okay, perfect, so. You know, of updating the
Yes.
letter D
All
to
those in
resource
favor?
slash worksheet, all in favor? I love it. Very nice.
Okay.
No, yeah, I explained it to him, but I sent it to you so you can. All right, perfect. So now the fun stuff, public comment.
Just make a note of who's secretary.
Okay, I'm so sorry. And then William will be acting as secretary unless you want to say for today while Maria's out. You guys can-
No, you're right.
Oh, that's what your vice chair, you can do. Sorry, buddy.
That's
Sorry, William, can't help. I vote for William,
I
for
got it.
secretary.
I got it.
All in favor?
You just appointed-
Yeah.
you just appointed. It's, you don't have to vote.
I just want to make sure that we're all on the same page.
Watch John Adams, the miniseries on HBO.
All right, perfect. So, public comment. Welcome. Hi, how are you?
You are.
This is where I introduce myself. Okay, got it.
Mhm.
I'm so not, I don't know the different,
The forum.
Right?
thank you.
You're good.
So I'm Grace Jimenez. I'm one of the managers with the community health department over at Baptist. And so we offer services throughout. I think last time 2 of our staff came and then a time before that. So they brought back some great information about all of you. So myself and one of the other leaders are really interested in see how we can support you. And so that's why I'm here.
Fantastic. Great, great.
Thank
you.
That's-
Jimenez.
Jimenez.
And he's back with us this time because he applied, so hopefully we have a new member.
Welcome. We didn't scare you away?
I love it, my kind of people. Okay, that's it, we're good? All right, perfect, so, adoption of minutes. I don't see anything.
There's a period missing. I don't know what that
Oh, who did that one? Oh, Maria did that one.
And old business, section 6B. She misspelled
Four.
Should be instead of fro, should be 4. Look that.
So shirts. can order shirts, you just don't have the funding for it.
But wasn't Gary saying he had all the moolah he was gonna
Oh,
give us?
yes, I'm so sorry, that is
Yeah.
correct, yes,
So
but
that's
I
all-
don't have, like, the
Any
order has
update?
not been.
Got it, got it. I put
So
it
you
still
have the
on old
funding.
business, yeah, so I just wanted to just like, I don't know what the fund, where the funding was in that yet. I know Gary kept noting that he
Yes,
has
yes.
all this money for us. For sure.
He has it?
He submitted it, well, to me, and then I submitted.
Yeah. I'm waiting for
All
that
right.
shirt one day.
I love it.
But I think everything else is okay. Anybody see anything else with do we motion to approve the minutes?
You want me to do a motion?
No, you did it.
I second.
Wait, I think, well, so, reviewing grammatical errors.
Come on, Barbara.
You want pro in there, Shane.
Doing forward.
It was pretty. Oh, you, pro you.
All right, all in favor to approve?
Aye.
Okay, fun stuff.
To approve the motion you put in there.
I made the motion to.
I made the motion, I second. My name is Rosa, was saying.
I'm just waiting, like,
Her name is Rosie Barrosi.
I try not to write your name, too. I put vice chair.
Banners?
So, yes, I reached out to staff because, the banners were up for like a year. And
They're no
took them
longer
down.
with us.
we don't know if they were still in good condition to keep or not.
They were fine, and it did not, from what I understood, because I know someone saw
Wow.
on the record. Where are they? They can't
So
find.
they're looking in one of the sites, but right now it has a bunch of, decorations and everything for an upcoming event.
Supposedly they were in Robert Alonso.
Are they Mary Collins?
That was their last
Back in the
location.
Mary Collins, you know?
Next time we
I
tag
was
them.
told that the site that they were in, that staff couldn't go into because it was filled with decorations and wooden like planks. So,
I said we put a
Sounds
motion
like
to air tag them.
So what? I know you have, what's ETA? You find.
so the event is like this weekend, so by around next week, they
So
should
by
be
next
checking.
meeting, we'll know what's
Next
going on
meeting,
with
I
that.
haven't seen it yet.
Okay, regardless, I believe that Ioana is on board to put them up. Should we find them,
So that was,
right?
so the next step is, if we have them.
Yeah.
And we have a sponsor, well, we just like create the sponsorship package and everything,
Okay,
and
perfect.
it's great.
Okay,
If it's, of course, the same organization.
Yeah,
If not,
it
then,
is.
you would have
To
to.
remind me.
yeah. I believe Jerry had said that that they're down to do either or, but when we get there, let's find them out first. Let's see where they're at.
Again?
Yeah.
So. Yeah,
I mean,
continue, yeah, let's move on.
that's what they,
It's just a waste of money.
no, I know, obviously, hopefully the best case scenario that we do find them.
No.
If not, then you would have to create.
We have to
them.
create them again, exactly.
Look at Davey.
Well, that's what we're trying to find out. They said that it might be at a storage, but they have an event, so you could be behind all that. And so after this week's event, they'll get all that stuff out of storage and hopefully they're there.
Who's they?
The people, the people that we refer back to,
The town.
the town.
Is
They're
there,
responsible for.
I'm sorry if I'm
No,
reaching, but is there any way of keeping the people accountable? Like, have you found anything? Have you?
On the record, I guess, I don't know.
yeah, I mean, she'll follow up. That's what she's doing.
Yeah, she's the messenger.
She already notified them and that's what they gave back to her. And then hopefully once we find out if they're missing, then we can take the next steps.
So she's gonna follow up.
Correct.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
And if you have any questions that you would need, like me to double check with anything, you can
Yeah.
email me anytime. I will probably only respond on Wednesday because that's when I'm here, with the exception that I have a schedule change.
Okay,
So
so any Wednesday I could, or Tuesday night, I can email you and,
you
hey,
can email me on a Sunday. You're not gonna get a response. You'll get an automatic response.
I will not answer until when.
I will not answer until I'm back in the office. But yes,
Okay.
Which my automatic response, it'll say week 1, 2,
Like her whole
3.
schedule, so it's. so you can see.
Okay, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
I update it weekly if I need to. So if my meeting goes like over half an hour, then I'll update it for the next week.
All right then. So I presented to council. That
Oh,
went
that's right, how'd
well.
that go?
It went really well. I was very nervous.
Good.
I'm glad you guys were all there to support me.
Not me.
Just kidding, nobody was there.
Did you tell us ahead of time?
Yes, we spoke about it the meeting before because we had to get everything approved for me to go.
No, I know that, but before,
Oh.
let us know as soon as you know, that way we can put it down. I would
So,
like to support.
I wasn't on the chat.
you are now in the chat.
No?
Oh, yeah, that's my fault, I'm sorry.
She had all the attention. We even spoke to you in the chat.
I had an empty contact.
Well, but there was nobody there. We were communicating with.
Why isn't he
We were all like,
responding?
oh, records, so why?
Why?
We were like, he's so rude. He didn't respond.
That's what happened behind the scenes,
Just kidding. That was rude.
on the record.
So everything went great. I mean, I don't know. I mean, on my perspective, I thought I
I think I-
performed high, but she'll give us the feedback on what they actually can. So
Yes,
let's
so I
find out.
mean, I watched it because
Yeah.
I was not there. I'm sorry. I can't do that.
It's okay now.
But so I think, well, they basically gave you the feedback, that
But they all just nodded at me
because.
and nobody
That's
said,
feedback.
and they were just like,
That's all politicians.
that's all good.
Feedback.
It wasn't like, yes,
Well,
no.
they did give you one,
Yes,
major
so that's the
thing.
one that I put on here, right? That Manny mentioned to me. I put it on the social media one.
You want to do mental health Thursdays again?
Yeah.
yes,
But with
yes,
the same way as before?
And then he told me to
Alright.
get in touch with you.
yes,
So
so
that
that
we-
explained to me because I wasn't there when that.
Yeah. Okay, so what happened was, what happened was. So I went ahead, I read everything. I saw that they were mostly engaged with the workshop with the police department. They loved that. They all were like, yeah. So I think that was like, oh, for sure, yes. I still don't know because it was just a lot of nodding and staring at me.
So if,
Yeah.
if you would have,
They would have said something, they would have said no, right, to me?
yes,
Got
so.
it. Okay, so they said yes to everything then.
Or
Well, I
even
mean,
tweaks or tweaks.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
sure
like if
they'll.
they would have had like, okay, well, what does,
Any
you
more
had
questions?
events, you didn't really
Yeah.
have like, I'm
Correct.
donating to this organization.
Yeah, it was
So it
very
was like, this is
basic.
my event, so if they had any questions, they would have asked you if
Got it.
anything. You'll go again in July,
Yeah,
so.
we'll get hopefully more stuff
opportunities.
there, yeah. So everything, I mean, was great, and then, Manny just mentioned that Major Manny, he wanted to do the mental health, Thursday that we were doing.
Are we managing them?
So that's what he told me, he's like, get together with your liaison and
Can you
coordinate.
tell us what's
how-
mental health Thursdays? is?
So,
So
you want?
You do it.
So mental health Thursday started when I started complaining about all the different things going on right after COVID. And then I was like, man, we need to do something, whatever. So how he did those like twice.
But it was during COVID we did them.
Yeah, during COVID. I'm saying literally
June.
right after COVID, it was.
No, like
whatever.
March was hitting us and then
And we started, like,
and
in
we started in
April.
April.
Yeah.
And you can find them on Facebook and all the
Yeah.
websites.
So he would do his regular like twice a week updates on like how everything was going.
On COVID
whatever.
and whatever.
And then on Thursdays, somebody would go talk about mental health, like tips, like, look out for this, do that. If you guys have any questions, people would write in.
Oh,
It was-
somebody, it was Rosie and I.
Yeah, no, but a lot of people from here, a lot of professionals from here. A few professionals from here did participate, so like if you
But
had
just
anything to do with mental health, you would
resources,
go and.
yeah, like give like the suicide hotline at that moment, like.
Right. How to
She was
manage
really involved with
kids.
getting gators and like where people could find food as a resource. And just providing, it was just strictly providing resources to the community at
Or
that time.
that
And
letting-
pro bono services, because she did a lot of pro
What
bono.
medium did we use to do that? How do we get the word
We
out?
did it on
that little
Facebook
thing,
Live,
yeah.
on Facebook Live, and I believe it was on Instagram Live, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, I
as
think it's
well.
streaming on both and on YouTube, if I'm not mistaken.
I'm not sure about the YouTube, I don't remember
I
that.
think so.
Yeah, it could be, I don't
I
know.
mean, he'll know better what that part was.
So he
People
said
together.
that that was really great because I feel like the community just wanted to get feedbacks. And so he's like, why don't you guys start doing that again? And I was like, perfect, great. I was under the impression that we couldn't use the social media of the town because then who was gonna be managing that? But if he wants to be a part of, I mean, I don't know how we come in dynamics that we could do it. We could reach out back to him and say, we're gonna start, I don't know how.
Can we
would
meet
move
with him, or
forward.
you have to be the liaison for everything?
So I'm always your
Yeah.
connection to staff.
Correct,
To
yeah.
anyone here in
Cause he's like,
town.
reach out to her to coordinate how we can get it going. And I'm down, I mean, I know we would definitely do it, like just provide facts, resources, where to get
Anything, I mean.
hotlines, like the.
Or like we did a Q and A, I think once, I don't
Yeah.
remember if you were there for that one, did like a little Q and A, like whatever.
People called in or people.
They
typed
would,
in?
They would type in on the live and then we would read them and then we just like respond to whatever questions and we did that for a couple months, I think.
Yeah.
Did you guys have any disclaimers at the beginning, like? If you need help or, if you ask us something, we can answer it to.
I think I said it in the first one, like,
Okay.
you know, this is not for whatever,
Okay.
you know, if you have emergencies on that
It was
one.
always led by the council or staff, and we just came in as a supportive, like, hey, we're here. And I know for a fact you did a lot of pro bono and would share.
Still doing for one.
If anybody really needed services and they didn't have insurance at that time, that they could reach out to either of
Well,
us.
I can
and
do the
we submit
copay, I would
that.
do it for free, so you
Yes.
can't waive copays, so
Mhm.
you.
Yeah,
Mhm.
so that's it. So I think that's a big deal. So I think we could kind of put that on the new business and start working on how we can, start
Let-
collaborating.
Let me
again.
ask you a question, because since you suggested that one,
Mhm.
what about the wellness calls for the elderly?
Yeah, I mean, I think he would be open to everything. I mean, I think they would be open to that. We just haven't gotten there.
What does that mean?
So right after COVID, my office has had to site for Nova, so how they pulled everyone out of the hospitals and all the things, I was like, my friend's the director of the program, and she was like, Rosie, I have this person, I'm like, okay, send them, and my heart would break, I did the program, and I can't imagine not finishing it.
Right.
So I was like, yeah, send them, I'll figure it out direct hours, don't ask me questions. I'll get them to learn, but whatever. So then there was about like, I think like 200, no, elderly. So we started doing wellness calls for the elderly, obviously through the Elderly Affairs Committee and making sure it was okay. At the time, we couldn't give any therapy, but we would talk to them in like whatever capacity they wanted to talk to us. You want to talk once a week, you want to talk 3 times a week, and then what I would have them do for the clinical portion is, make an assumption of what this case would look like, let's talk about it, and let's debrief on that. But that really, the elderly really did like that. So I don't know,
Let me ask you something.
Yes, sir.
Where was the database that got us the phone numbers for the elderly?
Elderly Affairs, whatever.
Affairs, yeah.
There was a list for there was a list that they had of, I guess, all the, I don't know if it's registered or elderly period, but there was also the list because I
Complete elderly, all the elderly in my village.
I believe so, but I believe everyone was filtered through Dottie's. Because it was also everyone that was, I got everyone on the phone list.
Mhm.
So Bovo, for whatever commission, when he was a commissioner at that time. In,
Hialeah? No,
Yes,
like
what's
Big County,
this?
Big County?
no, he was for Hialeah. What is this gentleman that just stepped down, Alvarez?
Mhm.
Alvarez's school was a location, so we would bag the food, we get pallets from feeding for South Florida or whatever. We would bag the food and all that stuff, good morning, sir. And then we deliver it.
That's a town manager.
Oh,
I'm asking more specifically is how do we find the numbers to call people? For example, they have it, you guys have all
I
that?
mean, I still have the
I
original
have-
list,
I don't know what it is exactly, what numbers you're talking about.
the people's phone number, so if your
People's phone
grandma
number.
wants to be
The
called.
elderly.
Right.
So I personally don't.
Okay,
The only information I have is like the one on the committee.
okay, well, let me just ask more question then.
Go.
Can we does the town have a database, that has the
So-
resident addresses
yeah,
or
Dottie-
emails? and
I
phone
believe
numbers?
Dottie
so.
has that, because they do, remember when they used to take the meals actually to them when they
Yeah.
didn't
But
want
that
to
might
come in?
be a Dottie list, that might not be a
That may be a
whole
Dottie,
list,
yeah.
but
No, that's not, it's from the whole time, because at that time, because of the COVID thing, they would take it like, they would do all the food that they go with cut and all of that. I know they have
Okay,
it.
well, let's just find out.
Mhm.
So does the town have a database that has email address and phone numbers of all the
I
residents?
went to Dottie because I have.
And if it's is that database manipulated, can we query it as to age of individual? Maybe even veteran status? Something like that. We need a motion for that. All right. I'll email you.
Okay, the only thing that I am not exactly sure how that worked because I wasn't here,
Yeah.
when that happened. That it seems that the mental health Thursday was more kind of like informative in general.
Yeah, I think we're getting sidetracked. Let's talk about that when we do with the elderly thing. Let's focus on just focusing on the social media one. And then I put that one so we can elderly affairs committee or how we can partner with them because he has also some ideas with the veterans and whatnot. So maybe we could do that. We could talk about that one when we get there. But this one, I was thinking we could start it once a month. Because I think doing it on a weekly basis is a lot for us right now. And then we could start next month with mental health and maybe you can reach out to Mayor and see if he would want to start one of the first mental health Thursdays in May for mental health month. awareness, we can come up with a Thursday and then kind of start working ourselves up from there.
Does it have, do you have an agenda for that mental health Thursday? I mean, is there like a set thing or what do you guys do?
No, so I would invite you, and I'd say, you wanna go?
Mhm.
Sure, all right, you have like 10 minutes and talk about something regarding mental health.
All right.
So whoever you are and whatever your role is, obviously you
Oh, so
might
you
speak
talk-
more
you talk
veterans.
to, yeah, you talk to subject matter experts.
So
Correct,
I think what we could do is like the first one would be in May, would be, hey, an introduction that the mental health task force is here and we are in town. And then we're gonna be putting together these mental health Thursdays that we used to do during COVID. And then give us time to work up to get somebody else to speak in June, somebody to speak in July. I think once a month is realistic, just because everybody's schedule is very overwhelming.
Who do we use? Do we use like people like Baptist, or?
Whoever.
anybody?
Whoever
I
instead.
would contact whoever was willing to do it. I would try to keep it local, but if they do stuff in town, but
You
there's
guys
no,
do
there was
stuff
no
by
rules.
place?
Yeah,
We
they
have
do.
a urgent care hearing,
And it has to be focused on providing, like, not promoting
right?
a business, but more like
Yeah,
educational.
yeah, I mean, I'm
And, like,
saying
providing,
like
like-
Baptist Health and.
Right,
and-
we're not promoting it.
And then you can give like, information on something or
Yeah.
tips or something like that for the community.
So we have open programs
Mhm.
weekly,
Yeah, you could
and
promote like those.
we
that are-
have, so Janelle, I think, came last time, so Janelle does one program on Thursdays.
Oh, yeah, she's.
Manuela does, I think
Oh,
Manuela came on
awesome.
different times, she does one on Thursday, wait, Janelle's Tuesdays, Manuela's Thursdays. And then in between, we have others, I do one on Mondays, which is just breath work, so
Love
we
it.
can give you like a flyer just, even though they're open to anybody, right? But we can create a flyer just for you guys, for
That's
Miami Lakes, if you will, and then send that out.
So this would be a great idea, like, we introduce everything in May, it's
Mhm.
gonna be us talking about what we're planning on doing with the community, where the mental health task force, whatever. You can come in on June
Right,
and providing those resources, we have these free classes for the town of Miami Lakes, and then that gives us time.
During the mental health Thursday.
Exactly, and then by
live-
July, we can have another speaker, maybe somebody from the education field or something, and we can all
Yeah.
kind of brainstorm and bring different ones every month. That's gonna provide like resources like that. I think that's super cool.
I think, well, go ahead, I'm sorry.
I'm so sorry. I was gonna invite you guys to for us to create something for May for on the Baptist
Mhm.
calendar. So that we can open it up to everybody, and that way, anybody who is in this area can also know, like, okay, now they're, listen to this or pay attention to, like, we can
Yeah.
announce it, we can do it ahead of time,
Thank you.
right? So that they can then tune into that, so then it's double the marketing, if you will,
Mhm.
Perfect.
see who we catch.
Yeah, I think that's great.
Because our mental health Thursday will be really whoever we have spotlighted, it will be a marketing event. I think we should look at it being a sponsorship type of opportunity. So for example, if Baptist, you want to send somebody on Thursdays to present on Instagram and stuff like that,
Mhm.
we should decide what is the sponsorship amount that they should provide the mental health task force so we can use to promote more activities, you know what I mean? So, so we can have funding in our budget for stuff, to do more stuff.
Would that limit us from doing it as a company? Me personally?
Yeah, cause like Rosie would wanna go and share some facts and stuff like that. She works so much. with
Yeah,
me.
I think we don't make it a big amount. What do you know, say?
No, I don't care, but if I can't, I don't know where that letter left off.
Yeah.
Right.
No, I don't think we
So
should
that's
do,
what
we
I'm
should start it
saying.
off right now with sponsorship. I think you should do it just kind of like, just promoting resources. Because it can get kind of complicated, because we still haven't resolved the whole sponsorship, and then I don't want to limit us from being able to participate.
I don't
I
think you guys,
agree.
there's no issues for you guys giving money to the town. The issue is you guys getting money from the town. You can sponsor
But
whatever
we-
you want. You have no prohibition sponsoring and giving the town money for sponsorship agreements.
But wouldn't we indirectly though? Wouldn't me sponsoring the shirts as a company and it's here,
Promoting,
Would be
so
promoting,
promoting that our organization,
Correct.
that's not,
exactly,
which I can or cannot do.
cannot.
So then how do I sponsor something
It's
that right now
different.
is
When
gonna
you
be
do
on?
sponsorship,
You
Oh.
can donate,
yeah, I mean, when you sponsor,
like the tablecloth,
we can donate, but like, for example, you can't say like that there are labs when we do the thing, because I will be
The therapy
promoting
labs.
for the sponsorship of that, that's the thing, we can't, we wouldn't be able to do it.
But that's what I'm saying, Baptist, no offense, gets to say Baptist,
Yeah,
I don't get to say the name of my company, and I provide free resources here, so I
And I
can't do the
also-
spotlight.
want to clarify that I believe
That's
that
why I
that
don't like
mentioned last
sponsorship
one, that
part.
they
That
cannot
sucks.
provide sponsorship, they can just provide the actual classes and stuff for free, because, right?
we have two different,
That makes.
so we have different,
That's
yeah, we have different
Completely illogical what I'm hearing.
Tell me,
teams. We have,
tell me,
Well, I'm sorry,
Sorry.
sorry to interrupt.
sorry.
I was about to apologize on the.
I'm sorry, we have different, so let me say this about the sponsorship. So yeah, my team that came last time,
Right.
our department doesn't do sponsorships.
Yes.
But I do have the department that does do sponsorship.
Okay,
Okay.
And to be honest, that's the person who told us to come to you all,
got it.
right?
Oh,
So I know that there's an interest for us to do that, so I have to go back at one
Okay.
point and share that, so
Okay,
that then we can sponsor you.
got it. Cause
Right.
last time they mentioned that like, we really can't do
The
sponsorship.
team that's here, yeah, cause
So
our
now
team
we
wouldn't be
can.
able to say that. Our
Gotcha.
team wouldn't be able to say, like, if it's Janelle or Manuela or even
Understood.
myself, I can't say, we're going to sponsor you for this amount. I would have to bring in the person for this area, it's under our government and community affairs team.
Okay.
And so that team is the one that would be able to say how much,
Mhm.
if they're able to, and how much. So those are the two things. But I think
Perfect.
sometimes what I've seen in the past is like, we either sponsor a big event, right? And we give I'm gonna make up a number, $5,000. And then, so we become a big sponsor. You have like the different levels. I'm not sure how you guys have talked about it in the past. And then that money we use when you have multiple people, then you use that to create the banners, to create the different
Right.
things. And then whoever, depending on, you have the different amounts, right? So then depending on what that is how big their logo is in your event. So if you have a booklet, right? Baptist might get like half a page or it might get a full page, depending on what your levels are. And then for the smaller companies, they can still,
Yeah, their name might just be on it.
Right.
Okay, you
Yeah,
know,
we-
on.
Yeah,
Right.
we got a standard sponsorship package, and
Okay.
we've done this several times, yeah, we do exactly what you're talking about.
Okay, the veteran?
Oh, yeah,
Okay.
oh, yeah, I mean, every committee that has a big event does it.
right?
We do guys have,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah,
We have it.
We have process.
so, okay, getting back to, see, you're saying that you can go on there on Thursday
Mhm.
and say, hey, I'm Rosie, I'm from this organization,
Right.
and then, but if you sponsor it, if you pay to say that, you can't.
Correct.
I
You
might be
understand how
wrong.
illogical that sounds?
Wait, hold on. No, hold on.
No, that memo's a totally different.
I
that's-
started it. I
yeah.
started the comment. I might be wrong, but that's how I envision it, because if I donate, if I buy bubbles, right?
Mhm.
My label can't be on the bubble.
Mhm.
So then if I'm giving money, then I
Right,
can't be part of it. Cause then I'm benefiting and I'm sitting in this chair. My goal is never to sit in this chair. My goal is to provide my services and help them out. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? The chairs were created because we created them as a task force to do the job, but
So I'm gonna
then
show you guys like what it was, so you guys get an understanding of like. So it was something like this that was just live, and it was literally, I don't have all.
there's the
of
mental health
it.
Thursday.
This is what mental health Thursdays look like, so
You have to fast forward,
I don't
but they
know.
were on for like 15 minutes before.
I don't even know how to do this correctly, fast forward for a little bit, just so you get an idea, so everybody can understand what it was so basic, it was so straight to the point, it wasn't like this elaborate thing. It was literally like, if I read something, here's some resources.
It was
Oh,
a
that's
scrub.
you.
On the bottom, I think there's a scrub.
No, right here.
I think it's my son.
Lorenzo's the deputy attorney.
So it was
When's
basically that,
he
like, that's it, that's all it was.
Can you invite him for the next meeting?
Okay, and then you go in and I would speak and I would give the 98 number, well, it was a different number at that time and like a resource, it was.
Yeah, but somebody
super
would have to
basic like
field
that.
the questions and then provide them to
Which
you.
is him, no, they did
No,
something.
yes, they, if there were questions, when we did the Q and A's, I don't know what it was,
Yeah,
and
but
Manny would
it's
be,
like-
oh, we have someone,
Yeah.
popping in, like the Instagram live or one of
Right,
those,
right.
yeah.
It just showed up, like, there wasn't anything planned, it was just Maddie was, hey, guys, we're here, Mental Health Thursdays, and Lindsay's here from Rocky Walls, and here to share some facts, and then whatever I felt like speaking at that moment, I would just speak upon it at that moment, they didn't prompt me or anything
No,
like
they
that.
didn't, but you would come in with a topic, we
Obviously.
let them know they more.
I would be like, yeah, today I'm gonna speak on, again,
So
was
the
I not,
mayor would introduce you and your company,
exactly,
Correct.
that's what.
but you have a problem paying for that.
I might be, I don't have. a problem
That's okay,
saying-
we're gonna have the deputy town attorney Lorenzo show up.
Okay,
and
listen,
After I explain to him the
But
law,
at that time,
he will
we
give me
were,
the
at
answer.
that time, there was no task force, and then now I'm the chair of the task force, so I can't, so if I'm sponsoring it, it's a conflict of interest, because now I'm not just Lindsay from the chair of mental health task force, now I'm Lindsay
That's
Malachi
not-
Health and Healing.
That's not the way conflict of interest law
No?
work. No,
But then explain that to me.
So then
because
how does
I
the
don't have a
tablecloth
problem
pay,
paying.
you
I
know?
literally donate a tablecloth. I don't give a crap about paying. I literally
Yeah.
give away free services. I don't mind. 20% of my business is
Well,
always free.
look,
because
under,
it's a good
under,
time.
under the joint ethics regulation that regulates the entire executive branch,
Mhm.
which I only advised on for
No,
32 years.
hold on, I'm gonna read this letter.
No, that's why educate me. It's, I know it might sound stupid, but that's why I see it. I don't want a
Okay.
problem.
What do you have?
I'm like Gary, guys, don't make fun of me.
No, it's good.
Every single thing from the last
Good.
5
Explain.
years.
You cannot do something that will provide a direct pecuniary benefit. For example, if you were using taxpayer funds to give you,
And here's what I'm gonna say to all of us is.
But then every year it's like,
we don't have that situation. It's not like the town is paying you $100 to speak.
Right.
You're paying the town $100 to speak.
but then he becomes my client through that speaking, we're
That
good.
doesn't matter,
That doesn't
because,
Okay.
if you don't, if you can do it without paying $100,
Mhm.
you can say, Lindsay from Meraki, this is Lindsay from Meraki Health, blah, 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 blah. And all of a sudden he goes, oh, you know what, I wanna go to Meraki Health, she sounded like a pretty
It's
confident
his
person.
choice.
Yeah, it's his
The
choice.
town's not saying,
Yeah,
if you want this
exactly
service,
right.
go to
Yeah,
Meraki.
1000%, just presenting you, but then like it goes back to then. The memo that we wrote, number one, no current member of the task force may have their mental health employer nor currently serving
That's
elected official
different.
business, but it
That's
kind of.
What's
the
the,
same
then give me
thing.
that example.
different.
What's
Give us
this
this
example?
That's the memo that I'm talking about.
So then it would be, yeah, and I can't find the whole
The
thing.
sponsorship,
Yeah, I can,
I have it here,
wait, I think I found it here, this is the one?
that's first of all.
Yeah.
21,277.
So here's the Florida statute. What I'm gonna- for the ordinance.
Public office for private gain.
Okay.
If you're paying $100, you're not getting private gain,
That's
right?
the thing.
Secondly, prohibition of preferential treatment to a private organization or individual. If it's open to everybody and it's just not the Marriott, Meraki and Rosie show every single Thursday,
Right,
Okay.
yeah.
then we don't
So
have
Baptist
the
could
preference,
come,
yes.
But
then
if they
we-
don't come, they don't come.
Well, then we have to get somebody else. It
No,
cannot
yeah,
be,
because
it cannot
it's
be
open to everybody, so
everybody.
to
It
say.
cannot be it cannot be
So-
just limited. You gotta be, we make efforts to solicit from them, to solicit from other people, to
Correct.
make sure there's somebody else in there. So,
What about in regard to like the tablecloth? I'm like, look, I'll donate the tablecloth. I want my company name on it. I can't do that. Or I can do that.
Because that was-
no, because that's actually town property, right? It's not for an event. The tablecloth becomes town property.
And the banners.
But then what, but then
Banners,
what Baptist
that's
person
like for an
wants to
event.
sponsor
So for
the tablecloth?
example,
They can
for-
have their logo on there.
Yes, but Baptist is not a member of the.
You see what I mean? So they could have their logo,
So-
but like if she sponsors, she can't have her
We
logo.
can't.
So
So, yes,
in what we've done in the past, because I'm on another committee similar to this,
Mhm,
right, in Broward. And what we've done there is we pay for the logos to be like the logo of the committee of the event goes on the tablecloths. But then if you're gonna have tables, we're gonna open up tables, anybody, and those people could pay I guess a minor sponsorship,
Of course.
right?
Yeah.
And they would have, but you would have your own tablecloth for your company. You could do that, even though you're part of the
No,
committee.
yeah, for sure.
Right?
That's not the thing. It's like. We've had like the discussion on, for example, like the banner that you wanted to make, right?
Yeah.
And like AMP Mental Health was here, AMP,
Yeah.
and then they were like, oh, if we sponsor,
Yeah.
then AMP would have their name.
Yeah.
But if I am Meraki sponsor, I can't have Meraki's name on the banner. You see what I mean?
Why
So-
not?
Because
I
that's
don't
the
know, is
conflict.
that right?
Isn't
that
that,
is the understanding.
You
So
see?
this is the same thing with the tablecloth. The
Right.
tablecloth is ordered with the
because of
committee's
conflict of interest,
logo,
because I'm the chair.
which is fine. If there's, any organization can donate.
Okay.
Yeah.
But not
The-
sponsor.
Problem is sponsoring.
Mhm.
That's where there's the biggest limit, because that is where there's an exchange. I am giving you funding, or I'm doing, an item for this event or this program.
Mhm.
In exchange, I get promotion.
Yeah,
But then isn't the time that I'm spending I mean, and again, this, I don't even know why we
Listen.
haven't talked about this yet, but the time
We can
I'm
ask,
spending
right? We
doing
can
the
always go back,
video.
let's go
Yes.
back and
So
see,
what is-
clarify.
What
Let's
is
have
the
a question.
with, specifically with
The
mental health?
question is my own, the reason why, you can ask Lindsay, because she knew from the beginning, my only reason to start the mental health task force, when I approached Louis, we were back and forth, was to help the town. My business is here, I give my money here, I donate here, I live here, obviously I'm invested in the town, right? We don't get paid to sit here, I don't care, I don't care. I want to be able to give my services to the town. I'd rather be able to give my services to the town. It's not just about promoting myself. I don't need the business. I could always do better. I have business. But I want to be able to give my services to the town. So if I sponsor something, I want you to know I'm there so I can help you. I have help for free. So my question will be the following. This is my own personal question, I guess. At what capacity would I be able to help the town without my hands being tied by limitations that aren't followed
So
at other times?
correct me if I'm
I
wrong, and
guess.
I think there might be a fine line in it because I am sponsoring something else for the town, but I'm not doing it through the mental health task force. Which Louis also.
We could do that.
Yeah.
I know I could do that.
I'm sponsoring the car here for the suicide hotline, but I'm doing that not through here. So I'm doing that separately, right? So is that the definition of the line?
That could
defining it?
be, I don't know
That's,
exactly.
I don't know the fine, you know what I mean? There's a fine
But
line,
yeah,
but let's
it
ask the
makes
question.
sense. It makes sense.
So I'm
what
guessing
you're
that it
saying.
is, like, if it's through the mental health task force, and that's the conflict of interest that we would have, right? Because then I would, Meraki's gonna sponsor everything, because I'm the chair and I'm the one coordinating. I guess that's where the fine line is. What the.
Well, I
project
mean,
that I'm doing
then,
is
then
nothing to do here.
then, but the problem will be, then you'll be giving preferential treatment to your organization.
Exactly,
So that, I
exactly.
mean, but there's nothing that says that you can't sponsor and give the town money, and then you follow the same sponsorship rules. If you-
Exactly.
If you paid $1,000 and you get a big sign,
But the question, like, so
Yeah,
can you
I
word it
mean,
correctly,
so-
so she can ask it
no,
correctly?
just have Lorenzo show up. Or
Okay.
I'll contact you.
If, no, you can't. Number,
Okay.
it's me, and I will ask him.
That's help time out.
You live there, buddy, you live there. We like you.
All right, so let's go back.
Okay,
We
let's
only
move
have,
on.
we only have a couple weeks we have the next meeting in April, so that by that then we can have a date for May. Let's just start it off, the first one, let's focus on that until we get all our answers. Let's set a date for May, let's ask Manny, or maybe
I'm
Manny,
sorry.
sorry.
May for mental health Thursdays.
Correct.
Okay.
So ask him what Thursdays are convenient for him. Okay. Give us a couple options, right? So that by April meeting, we can see which one we can all join in. And then the first one will just be strictly introducing the mental health task force. And that should give us 2 months to figure out all this. My plan is that we'll have Baptist for June with those free resources. I think that would be amazing for people to know about.
We want me to make an
And sponsor.
Excel sheet?
Yes, and then we can, and then we can, and then we'll discuss, we'll see what the sponsorship, how we deal with that, but at least we'll have you down there temporarily for June.
I have a comment.
Yes, go ahead.
So, with this mental health Thursdays, I don't know how it was back then.
Yes.
I'm going to guess that it's the same way, that it should be done now.
Yeah.
That it's the town handling everything on social media. It's
Correct.
just the person speaking.
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah, and
Which
clarify
is-
that with, yeah, it's not just gonna be us taking over and like the social media, no. It's always gonna be somebody from the town, a council, town manager, or whoever is gonna be available to set us up and set whoever that up. They do all the talking initially, and then the person just comes up and shares the resources.
Okay.
So may I,
Yes.
what if I book you for May 2nd? Which is a Thursday, and you guys come on there and that to like the open community and we just talk about this task force. It could be anybody. It doesn't only have to be you two, right? It could be anybody. It could be all of you. And we can talk a little bit about what you're doing here. And then maybe we can start sometime after the 2nd, right? So whether it's the 9th or the next, whatever it is, whenever he's available. So that then you can say, because by that time, by May 2nd, you'll know when the first one is going to be.
Correct.
And then you can promote it through that as well.
That sounds good to
So
me.
the Baptist has its own,
We have our own, like we calendar and open programs. We do have. I mean, we do have YouTube lives. I don't know that, I mean, I would have to talk to our
So
social
what
media. team.
platform would we, how would we be
It's a Zoom.
discussing in May second? It's a Zoom.
It's a
Gotcha. So
Zoom.
we just will be in a
It's a
Zoom.
webinar.
It was on a webinar. We go in there. Hi, guys, we're the mental health task force of Miami Lakes.
Mhm.
We just want to let you guys know that we're gonna be starting mental health Thursdays through the city. You can watch us live and our first one, I'm sorry, town. And you can watch us on the first one and we'll give the date that by then, hopefully we already have set up. Fair enough.
Okay, and just
You
to,
just did
Thank
both,
you.
right?
to keep in mind,
To like tell it to myself, right? So like-
that whoever does attend,
Yes,
you will be talking on just what the
Only-
committee is about.
we are only
There's-
gonna be like, yeah, exactly, not what we're doing, or just like what our goal is, increase resources, pretty much what our little saying is. And we're here to tell you guys that we'll be having these lives start effective May, blah, 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 and watch us. So that's it.
Yes, just
We're not gonna vote
remember,
on that because we cannot answer any more additional questions or anything like that, because if it's not voted in this meeting, we can't discuss it outside.
yes, so no like future
Nothing.
events or anything
No,
like that.
but you could talk about like maybe some resources that are in this community. I'm just,
Send them to our website.
Yeah, it'll be back to our website. We'll just kind of a little glimpse of like what our goals are, what do we do, which is already on the website. You can find the resources on our website, and we're just here to let you know that we'll be doing these lives effective May, blah, 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 and that's it. So that's all and I will vote on that, but that is what we'll say at that on May second.
okay, what time is the lives normally?
It will be up to the discretion.
They were usually before like at 10, 11 p.m. Unless something was going on or whatever, many usually would do it during that time, many or me.
Okay, so here we go. Motion,
Do we plan to, I'm sorry, do we plan to have you ask, do one of us meet with Manny, see how he wants to do it, or you're gonna find out the details? We
I'll
don't have
reach
to
out.
meet with him?
no, Manny said to go through her.
No, I know, but to sit with him and meet with him, or like every question to you? And then you.
So I mean, I'll start it if.
And then if he wants to reach out to us,
Yes,
then
I
reach out.
don't
Yeah,
know,
perfect.
but it
Yeah.
should be.
Perfect.
Talk
Yeah.
to me and I,
That's what he told me that day. He's like, reach out to Gabrielle. I'm like,
No.
yeah, okay. So we're ready? I'm gonna start.
Yes, ma'am.
Correct me if I'm wrong. Gotcha? All right. So I'm gonna do the first part. So motion to start the process of contacting Mayor Manning Sin so we can start our mental health Thursdays effective May 2024. And that's it. That's gonna be the first motion. That's the first motion. You second the motion, all in favor?
Aye.
Perfect. So first motion is the most. So we got this. Second motion.
Mhm.
I'm sorry.
I'm making the folder and I'll share it with all of you.
Perfect. I know you're sorry.
I'm so organized.
Tell me when you're ready.
Go ahead.
Okay. Second motion is that mental health task force members will participate in the May 2nd Baptist Zoom meeting. And we will share about mental health task force.
Who we are,
goals,
what we do.
resources, what we do. And we will let them know that we will be starting the mental health Thursdays effective May. I think that's it.
No, it's okay. Mental health members participate in Baptist Zoom meeting May 2nd.
Mhm.
I second that.
But we have to vote on the detail that we're gonna speak on.
No,
No?
Wait, for what, for the?
well, it's just to inform.
Just to inform them.
Yeah.
Just to inform
Basically,
them.
what's
Okay.
on the website
Okay,
and that you
perfect.
guys
Yeah.
like are here in the community
And that,
and.
there, so put all that.
Yeah, the who,
Yeah,
when, what,
'cause-
where, how.
There.
motion should always only have one.
Should we bring our flyer, like, or share the flyer with them, so they can like a little round one that we made?
Okay.
Yeah.
So I second that motion.
All in favor?
Okay, aye.
I'm the one that was friendly.
Yeah, we're,
Then you stay focused.
this one,
No, okay.
it's so cute, we did such a good job on it, why are you sharing it more?
What if you can't read cursive?
Oh,
Yeah, the QR code, that will help.
All right, so we thought we're good, right? Wow,
Yes.
wonderful. Tablecloth, t-shirts. The tablecloth, I have not. We need to get another, can you help me with that?
What do you need?
Can you reach out to Tico to see what they can quote us on?
We
getting
got
the
three
tablecloth?
vendors, not monopolize it, just the people.
I already
No.
reached out to one, to serve
That's fine.
Speedy and they gave me a quote of almost $500, so clearly it was item. So I have that quote, but if you can get
I can
Tico
get
and
Tico. You want me
then,
to get someone else to get
Yes,
three to be fair?
so we can get three at least.
Maybe that's really good.
Thank you.
You can find 5 if you want to.
I just wanna get the
You
cheapest
do.
one, we only have like $120 anyways towards our fund,
$198
$122.98. So.
as of right now.
I'm gonna make it
I'll
myself.
cover the
For the
difference.
Tico.
Yeah. Yeah. But that was ridiculous, $400, I'm not gonna cover it, like, it was crazy. And then the t-shirts, we'll defer that for the next one when Gary's here to see how much funding is for that.
T-shirt's super cheap too.
Yeah, we just need Gary's money, he said he had the funds, so we just need, and he submitted it already, I'm sorry,
Yes.
so we're just
Okay,
waiting
I
on that.
submitted.
Once we have the funds there, then we can actually figure out what the vendor
So
and all
I
that.
do have a vendor for the well, they're not t-shirts, they're polo shirts.
Okay,
Like
like the town ones, like the one that everybody has,
Yeah.
right, the black ones with the
all
little
the
logo.
things.
We do have to stick to them?
You can provide other vendors.
No, the polos. We probably do, right?
Yeah.
I think
Mhm. The standard.
Alright, perfect, so we're good with that,
Thank you.
I don't need to make any motions on any of
So we're
that, that's all just
for the
kind of.
cost, we're just waiting for the cost. on it.
Yeah, we're just waiting for the money, for them to put the money in and get that all, right?
No, we're waiting for the cost on the tablecloth that I'm gonna get the cost. I'm gonna
Yes,
find
so
it.
Oh, sorry, so the
I'm just
motion,
waiting for
Yeah.
the information to place the order.
got it, okay.
So that's ready to go. We're waiting for the funds or whatever
Got
for the shirts.
Yay! Do I need to put in a motion? No,
No,
no, because it's just follow up
we're not
everything.
using any money.
Website,
It's
I
up.
still haven't sent the resources pending. I'm gonna call myself out, guys, I forgot. No, I think you sent yours.
Yes.
We took over.
Oh,
We
yes,
took
the
over a
last
couple
two,
ones. We
yes.
haven't done it yet, right? Did you send yours?
What are we missing right now?
She sent it in email. I'll
Okay,
forward
send it to
it.
me and I'll get that done today. I don't have much.
No, no worries.
And then the worksheet, yay!
So if you can look at the very last page of the agenda. I will try to get through it, but if you have any corrections or improvements to be made, please let me know. I brought my laptop today so that we can get this worksheet approved a little bit faster. So this mental health worksheet is provided by the Miami Lakes Mental Health Task Force as a self-assessment tool to aid in evaluating your mental well-being. While some members of our task force are licensed healthcare providers, this worksheet is not a replacement for professional medical advice, diagnosis, or treatment. We encourage individuals to use this worksheet as a starting point for self-reflection, but it is essential to recognize its limitations. It does not establish a client-therapist relationship, and the insights gained from completing it should not substitute for personalized care from qualified mental health professionals. If you rated your mental health as poor, 1 to 3, in question 1, or if you find yourself facing numerous challenges or stressors in question 2, we strongly advise seeking support from licensed therapists, counselors, psychologists, or psychiatrists. Remember, your mental health is important and seeking help is a proactive step towards well-being. In question 4,
Good job.
okay. In question 4, if you answer no regarding access to adequate mental health support and resources, please visit our website for a list of local resources and support options. Additionally, in the case of a mental health emergency, individuals can dial 988 for the suicide and crisis hotline for immediate assistance. The Miami Lakes Mental Health Task Force and the City of Miami Lakes bear no responsibility for any decisions or actions taken because of using this worksheet. By utilizing this resource, you agree to hold harmless the task force, its members, and the city government from any liability or consequences. Prioritizing mental health is crucial, and seeking professional assistance is a proactive step towards well-being. If you are in crisis or experiencing thoughts of self-harm or suicide, please contact emergency services immediately or reach out to a trusted individual for support. Please use this worksheet with caution and self-awareness, knowing that support is available and you are not alone in your journey towards mental wellness. Visit our website for additional resources and support options.
I love it.
Really good,
Yeah,
yeah, I like that whole little.
me too.
I think,
Anything you might wanna,
yeah, when we make the whole thing on Likert scale, when we make every question on Likert scale, you know, like, the 1-10 type situation, and then,
they upload it into the website, right, cause they do the little,
well,
So, it was just going to be like a downloadable,
yeah.
PDF.
Okay, got it, okay.
so I think it'll be nice if it was like one of these where you add the numbers up. And if you're at a certain number,
Okay.
you should
Oh, like an
probably,
actual assessment.
yes,
Okay.
So, more, Likert scale is a thing from 0 to 10. And so if you make it where, what do you consider your stress level rate? 0 to 10, and then they kind of have, in the number all those, you press the thing, and what activities do you follow that are helpful managing whatever you could say?
That's the thing, when they write something down, it's hard for me as a worksheet creator to say, like, what, I can't say like, oh, if you have problems with your children, rate it, give yourself 2 points. Like, these are things that are going on in people's lives.
Yeah, no, that's why they're gonna do it to themselves. They're gonna give themselves 2 points.
Well, that's number one. Essentially, that's it. Number one is the only actual number they're going to
Alright.
put down.
Um,
I don't know if there's any other questions you would.
yeah,
like to-
what would you consider your stress level right now, from 0 to 10?
Okay,
And then,
kind of like number one, that like with more.
yeah,
questions.
more granularity, what's your mental health? I think that's too broad of a question, and in my point of view, you should maybe go to more granularity. What do you consider, your stress level?
So you want this to be 2 pages? Essentially?
But it'll be, I think I'm not sure what the fill in the blank's gonna add. They can print it out and they can fill it out and stuff like that. But knowing this,
Essentially, that's what, in my opinion,
Yeah.
that's what helps people
yeah.
in general.
Mhm.
Not necessarily a score, but once they start writing every single one of their problems down, they're gonna see it from another
Mhm.
person's perspective. It's not gonna be on paper. It's no longer scrolling in their head. And I've seen that time and time again, helping people out. Like, they can see all their problems instead of
Yeah.
just having a tangent.
Well, I think, what's the goal of this?
Writing therapy. Writing therapy has been shown to help numerous people with their mental health.
So this goes, writing therapy, it's not to give them an assessment to see whether or not
That
they
was
need
not
to
the
see
intention.
something.
Because nobody's grabbing it and looking at it. I don't think,
It's journaling.
even if they send it to you, I mean, I don't think you
Yeah.
can.
It's not accessible.
And you're not allowed to give it to one of us
Well,
to
the
look
first
at.
question is,
Yeah.
yourself.
It's
assessment.
like a self
But
thing,
it's
yeah.
all right,
It's
so
what
it's
it
just
was on the
journal.
color.
It's
It's
not,
not
it's
send
not
it back
verbal.
or something
Like,
like
do you think you?
Good, fine.
They're gonna be like, well.
The only thing I would say is make sure that disclaimer, we need to run disclaimer by the legal counsel, because they may not be accurate.
Yes, so, that's what I was going to say. So you all approve it, and then I have to give it to staff to approve.
Yeah.
Because especially with like the whole disclaimer thing.
Okay.
That's good for you, right?
And then if they come back with comments, do I come back with my laptop and fix the comments?
You can,
Okay. Yeah, because
depending
that-
on what it is, their feedback would say like, okay, change the wording of the disclaimer or something, or the question answer.
Okay,
I really don't know what.
Yeah.
They could,
So I make a motion to forward it.
their corrections.
to-
So I can do it, or are you gonna tell me during the meeting, the next meeting?
so
I think next,
you
would depend on
all
what.
already approved it,
Right,
so
if they come back and say delete paragraph 3, let's say,
Yeah,
are you going to tell me in the meeting, or can you email me so I can already?
No,
go
it has
ahead
to
and
be in the
delete?
meeting, it has to be in the sunshine,
Okay,
because we're making changes saying that's in the sunshine.
get it?
Yeah.
I love it. What's the phrase?
No.
It's a sunshine, Florida sunshine law.
It needs to be in the light, I didn't like that. I thought it was sunshine because of Florida. I was like.
So everybody can see it.
but Dad, how about that dark place? We must never go there. Okay, so in the next meeting, I'll bring my laptop again.
Yeah.
Take the
What's the other
legal's feedback and.
Assuming it's
If-
even
if
done by
the-
then.
if it's approved, then I'll just send you all an email letting you know that it was approved and it was added onto the website.
Oh, okay. If there are fixes,
We'll talk about
We'll
it.
talk
we'll
about it.
talk about it.
You'll see it
fix
in the
We
agenda.
approve the updated one.
Mhm.
Now, my question is, does it have to go back to legal one more time with the
No, because
fixes?
they've already given you the feedback that they want.
With it.
But it shouldn't have to.
Yeah,
Shouldn't have.
unless you
Okay.
go and change it again.
Okay,
As long as you follow the directions, we're good.
Yeah.
They already got approved.
Unless they are just not clear, they just say, we don't like the first question, change it, but they don't explain how to change it or
Yeah.
something, that it's a lot of
well, can
like.
you be a little bit more specific with them? Can
Oh.
you say,
Oh,
Okay,
nobody
the-
tell you. Nobody tell you.
Yeah, yeah, they-
said it could be vague?
They shouldn't.
They probably won't. Louis
Okay.
probably won't.
Yeah.
I like to cover my bases, so, okay,
Yeah.
okay. All right.
Don't tell you, I
So
don't like that.
motion to forward to, town to, review and approve.
Second that. All in favor?
Aye.
Oh, my lands, okay, new business, we're almost there. Do we have 74?
Are we?
No, we're not, we're so behind today.
No, we're not. We're doing
It's
good.
10:30.
Oh.
May event.
Okay, the resource fair, I think we finally have a
What
farmer's
happened?
market contractor.
We do?
I don't know, do we?
What happened there?
I read something we do.
We have something, I found out that it was canceled this weekend, so there
Yeah.
is someone, I do not have their contact information.
All right,
Fine.
can we get their contact information, please? Because that's the thing, I'm hoping it's the same person we used to have. They were very helpful, but I don't know. That was the biggest problem. We couldn't move forward because they had renegotiated the whole farmer's market thing.
Yeah. that's why I
And so there was
mentioned
nobody to
that.
talk to, there was nobody to contact, there was nothing we could
So
do.
what finally happens with the fair, with this, market? Everybody's asking about it on the group.
Yeah,
on
it's,
the group,
they
and-
Well, that's
finally
what
have
it
a,
was.
they finally have a new contract and
Oh,
they
it's a
couldn't approve it,
contract.
they couldn't,
Okay.
they couldn't do it last week because of the
Yeah,
rain.
That's why I
It
couldn't
was
mention it
canceled.
when I,
Remember
when
that
I
crazy rain?
presented.
Yeah, yeah.
They were
So
like,
hopefully they'll have it
"Don't
this Saturday, but we don't know, I don't know who it is. I don't know who that farmer's market people is, the new people.
Oh, there's new people.
It could be new people, could be the same people. We don't know, so we gotta
You're
figure
in
that out.
negotiation, so at that time, that's why I put location TBA, and then when that's
Yeah.
finalized, then we'll figure it
So
out. But we
once-
need to know soon,
once,
'cause
Yeah,
May
just,
is May.
once you get the information, just email it to me, so I can contact them.
Probably at the end of March.
Do we still plan to go that day? Are we still
I don't
planning
know.
to go to
Well,
the
I
Animal
don't-
Table? I say we go.
No, I mean, but I think it's a good idea. Let's put, let's plan for that, I
We're
mean,
going.
really, we only need a tent, 2 chairs, 1 table.
Oh,
But-
even
But
though.
it's happening again, right? Like,
The farmer's
Yeah.
market, yes, according to.
Yeah, but I'm saying if we can't, because there's still, if there's no time, no, whatever, we still go. We could go, I go up anywhere I want this.
I
I
second
think we
that
got
motion.
approved. We got
So we're
approved.
approved.
So we're
fine.
Yeah, the
going.
town said
Yeah,
okay.
period.
Yeah, we just weren't wondering if, like,
Alright.
if not that, then we would have to.
The
change
problem, we
the
didn't have,
location.
we didn't have a
If they were-
forum, we didn't have a captured audience. That was the problem. So I think we're
Yeah,
approved, so let's
sure,
go with that.
we're having a table there, when I take my table from. the-
Oh, we have a table.
No, I'm
Okay,
saying,
it will
we'll just,
happen.
we'll just make it
All
happen.
right, so we're going,
That's
okay, so that's
approved.
in the book.
Yeah, so.
Yeah,
I'm
and
gonna
also,
update-
and didn't we do in the last meeting request for table, tent and 2 chairs?
Yes,
Was that
but there was no location.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, so we still
are
got,
going as a group.
Yes,
Fine,
May
we're
11th.
crashing it.
yeah.
Worst case scenario.
Yeah.
Okay. The day before Mother's.
With or without you, is that
Wow.
Mother's Day of Mother's?
All right, so,
Angels of Sanity,
good.
is that the group chat name?
That's right. That's our gang. That's
Wait,
our
is
gang.
it the Sunday before Mother's Day?
Yeah, the.
Do we wanna
when
have
they're
it
there for 3 months?
Saturday,
Yeah,
like,
like-
we're just dating it.
Oh.
I didn't realize that. You know why it was? Because I was in a room full of men and they didn't catch that. Only a mom would know this. Do you want to change the date? then?
No, I don't care. I love my
Was that
son all
Mother's
day.
Day?
I'll take a
It's
read.
a Saturday before Mother's Day,
Oh,
but who cares? I mean, you
Okay.
can't.
I'm just asking.
All right.
You can't multitask?
Yeah, I do it all the time. How do you think I get
And
here?
we-
Single mom.
okay, we needed, for that event, we needed banners and swag stuff to put out. So
We got bubbles.
bubbles.
Donated.
So that's the May 11th event. We're looking at, you want to sponsor banners, and stuff like that, or if you want to bring out stuff to pass
No,
out.
no questions.
No pressure. Let me take it back to the.
Well, we're gonna probably invite a bunch of different groups
Yeah.
too, so.
No, that day we should definitely have that little flyer that you're gonna make with the resources.
Yeah.
Just at least a flyer. We don't really need all this giveaways and
We're
all
gonna
that.
have a
just a
tablecloth
flyer.
by then, you think?
Yes.
If
For
I
sure
do
we
my
will have
job
a
today,
tablecloth,
yeah.
All right, then, we're
We have the
good.
tablecloth, we'll have the flyers, we'll get some flyers from you guys and your
We got
resources,
bubbles.
we'll have some bubbles. We have
Listen,
some,
passive aggressive.
no, I'm super excited about the bubbles. I'm grateful for the bubbles. We'll have our mental health little
Worksheet?
worksheet,
Yes.
right? We'll have it right by then. We can have some.
Put on a shirt and
Hopefully we'll have some shirts by then,
Clipboards maybe,
throwing it out
or
into the
somebody can sit down
universe.
and work on it.
We do have funding. What I need from you all,
It's like, I need to order.
shirt sizes.
Yeah.
So
Okay,
Shirt and short polo. Do we email you
you
Extra
can,
large.
or tell you right
why
now?
don't we put it in the chat and then we just send one email? to her, with everybody's, everybody. put it in
She's
the
not
chat.
gonna see them until Wednesday.
No, I'm gonna
You
email
know,
it to her right now.
I'm here until 2:30 today.
Oh.
I'll send it to her right now in an email.
Oh, it is Wednesday. Oh, she's here.
You okay, buddy? You fit in.
Hey, there you
It's
go.
getting to him, becoming like us.
Yeah, I'm a teacher,
One of
I'm a teacher on spring break, so shoot to me if
All right,
I'm not grounded.
so, May 11th,
I already
farmer's
sent-
market. We have some stuff to be there.
Yes, we got some.
We got this,
Now,
guys, we're gonna be there no matter what.
Now, I remember last meeting, he said, we'll just pitch a tent. Do we have permission to set up there?
Yeah, it's a
Yeah,
town.
good time, yeah.
I will find
Farmer's
out either
market.
way.
The farmer's market
Just
belongs to the
farmer's, yeah.
town. I mean, the town had approved the contract. I mean, it's not Rams, it's town.
Worst case scenario, we're just gonna walk in like.
You know, Gabriela, about if we have permission to pitch a tent.
Look, we
I
can
always-
take everything in the car and be ready.
I'm a great believer that, you know, roads and stuff are open and. You know, if you can pitch a tent, you can pitch a.
Something good for the community, there's not gonna be much pushback, we're just gonna provide
Now, what's
resources.
gonna happen?
We're just here, it's nothing big.
Any person that gets tasered is.
So, you mentioned
Okay.
funding.
Yes.
Guys, did you guys hear that? We have
How much money do
funding.
we
I know, I heard
You
that.
have your,
Congratulations.
tablecloth funding
Oh.
still there. And you have $300 for shirts, because we did calculate it.
Who gave us that? So we just say thank you.
Man, we,
That
we
is
saw
from American.
Oh, I love it. Very nice.
We did, thank you.
Thank you, bud.
Oh, better fucking Gary.
Alright, anything else that we need to discuss for May? We have some stuff for, just kind of little following ups.
No.
Okay, perfect.
That's it.
September.
Oh, I have to say something about a potential event, but we
I
have
love
an announcement.
Can, if I may, I wanna go back a second, I'm sorry. So we have on our website a
Mhm.
mental health screening. And it's has the Likert scare, it's the 2 depression questions, the PHQ-2, the GAD-2, and then it also has the CAGE. So 2 depression, 2 anxiety, and 4 on substance use.
Mhm.
And then at the end, when the person looks, they take it, then they put in their email. We don't keep the email, it just goes straight to their email, and at the end, it does have like general resources like the 988. So I don't know if you want to use that for something. It's not, it doesn't go back to us, it's
Yeah.
like, it's just a general, nobody follows up on it, but it's something that the person walks away with resources. And it does have those Likert scales that you're talking about from earlier.
I think the more
So do you,
the better.
yeah?
I
You
mean,
can you send us the link?
Yeah.
And we can review it and.
Yeah.
We all agree to tweak it? Thank you.
Yeah.
If we
And then-
choose to.
Cause we
It would be a
could,
resource to add to the
Yeah,
website.
just-
Correct,
Just
I
that.
think my thing is like, I don't wanna be too complex and then the
Right.
town is kinda like, we're getting all these
Mhm.
calls, and, like, I don't know, so, but I'm open to it, but
I wish we knew.
yeah. I'll let you guys review it.
I would, listen, a million and 75 million times I offered. And I'll call it
Do we need
at
to put a motion for that? For her to send us those to review, or we can just,
No, because.
no, we can just review the
oh,
next
so we're just
meeting.
reviewing, we're not approving or spending.
If you
funds.
could, please send them to me.
Yeah.
So I could give you my email, but it also, please, click on the town website, so,
Plus, we probably gotta add it to the. public record.
under the committees.
Are they looking at the website? or
No.
The September event. I mean, is that what we're up to?
We
now?
have to blast September at the event. Because that's literally the
Oh.
date of the song. 21st night of September. It's hilarious. Do you remember Earth, Wind, and Fire? 21st night of September.
We will,
It's literally the date of the song.
we will, when I think about it.
There.
We've seen that.
All right.
And bubbles, yes, yes, yes.
So how about we just kinda like, talk about September after May?
So, well, we have reserved the park, correct?
So I already told staff, I can't officially reserve it because we're too early.
Okay. But I mean, it's on the calendar, so that way no one, we don't have a
Grabs it.
conflict, no one grabs it, correct?
That's part of reserving it officially,
Why are your
so.
questions so complicated?
Well, that's the thing. Okay, so if another
I
Can-
think by
can I
like this week, I could
reserve-
probably do it.
Yeah,
we
Like,
can
reserve-
I'm not
April
coming back.
1st,
Like, I am
next
removing
Monday.
my.
I don't know, I don't know. I mean-
Gabriela, about reserving the park for September. That's three things.
Cause I'm pretty sure I got the park reserved for December for for Veterans Committee. I'm pretty sure I
That's
got,
my
I got,
hypothetical. If the Veterans
yeah.
Committee says, hey, we want to book Veterans Park for September 21st, like how would?
it's all booked. We got it booked for December. It's booked.
Wait,
It's already done.
No, he's saying like if you guys decide you wanna do something, whatever, and you guys don't know that we wanna do something. like
Yeah, that's
that,
the
you
thing.
book
That's
it
why we
for-
book it ahead of time.
How'd you
Yeah,
book
but
December? We can't.
I
book
guess that's the
September.
question is,
I don't know. I guess they have a powerful committee chair. I
Is it,
don't know what to tell you.
is it preferential treatment because you're in a committee and we're a hospital?
I think so.
I think the town
I think
loves
so.
veterans. That's just my.
It's an annual thing. We've just never had an annual thing.
Our annual thing has been happening too, just because you weren't aware of it.
So we will put a
That's what I'm
follow-up
saying.
on next meeting. Hopefully we have a response
Okay,
that
I
it's
couldn't.
been scheduled.
Yeah, so let's make a motion
put the
to,
hold.
I make a motion
We're
to
held.
formally book that date for the September suicide
We
awareness.
don't need it. We already did that. We're held.
It's
It's
all
held.
did.
Yeah,
They didn't let me in February. It had to be closer to the end.
look at that. Date done. Ooh, it is.
I told you it's a thing.
You know what? That's called leadership.
You also needed to get permission
Let's
from
look at the same
council.
time, go.
Yeah, that's true.
We had to wait for
And
council.
they you know what you do, this one, when you do council and they do that, they don't talk, they go. And so I'd say on the record, affirmative response by all council's members, they're all shaking their head and they're like, he's a lawyer, he knows how to do this.
I'm gonna do that
Or
next Monday, July.
negative,
Yeah, that's my first rodeo.
negative
Every
response from the
year you're like,
member
every
so-and-so shaking his head and negative.
Have a great day.
I'm like, the record does not reflect your shaking heads.
Now I know. Location, better, we got the date, we got a better report.
Location, and then that's the big event.
Money, and then
That's the big.
because we
event.
got sponsorship by Baptist, we're set.
No, we're gonna have a bunch of sponsors.
Yeah.
So we gotta put the word out. Now that we have a day, an event.
So can we
A
put
whole-
together that sponsorship package now for,
Gonna say,
for the September walk?
Okay, making
Suicide
sure there's
alert.
2 events.
Yeah,
So I could definitely tell staff, so we can put that together.
Yes.
Items that you would need.
the items that I put it in the,
Sponsors.
yeah, the items that I mentioned in the
report.
committee report, yeah. And then for May, we're just gonna kind of wait, because honestly, it's just in 2 months, and I think.
Yeah, it's just tent,
Just a little-
chairs.
just a little
plus
thing, we have now the health.
So
Pass.
you don't want a sponsorship package for May.
I just don't think we're gonna have enough time to, April's our next meeting, and then May is there, so
If we just have the tablecloth and some shirts, I think
we'll be fine, yeah.
and some
Okay,
things.
So for September, let's
So
get all the
flyers.
sponsors, yeah,
if you just need 50 flyers, like we can print that.
yeah,
Print them.
for
Let's
these,
print them.
So just.
Do we need a
just
motion
50
for that?
that's fine, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
So-
motion to print 50 flyers.
Motion. to
For
print
May.
For May.
Flowers for, yeah, whatever. for
I
May.
second.
Flowers.
And some flowers too for Rosie. She'd like for you to print some of those, tulips are her favorite. I think.
Tent, table, chairs, and 50 flyers.
Yes, please.
And is there anything else?
I mean,
Bubbles.
what else can you give us?
Oh, I mean, I can place your order for your tablecloth and your shirts when the vendor's ready.
Yeah, we'll give you the
Understood.
shirt sizes today, so you can put
It's
those in.
the, I'll double check again with our contract, for the shirts, but it's in men's sizes. So just keep that in mind.
And
Oh,
sizes, what size
okay,
am I? I don't know, we're small.
No.
All right.
Let me put that in here.
Okay, and so sponsorship, we'll talk about that the next. Down the line. Workshop with the police department.
Yeah.
Everybody loved that one. I got lots of nods for that one. Everyone
Well,
was like, yeah.
what does that mean? What
Okay,
do you
so-
envision?
So I spoke to Officer Robin and he mentioned that he had tried to do this event with the elderly committee. However, my beautiful elderly community likes to do their events very early on in the morning, so they were having some conflicts with getting people to show up at 8 in the morning for this. Pretty much what the workshop would entail would be for the Miami-Dade Police Department to come in and kind of do like a little informational workshop on all the great things that they're doing to train their department for mental health. And then I kind of threw in there's the crisis, the new crisis that took over Bannion's, the mobile crisis, and maybe having them come in as well, correct? And to just kind of educate the community on what another resource that there is, and that the police department is getting trained, and they're doing a lot more trainings quarterly now. And he was just telling me on all these great things that they're doing, and a lot of us don't know what, you
Yeah,
know, that they're
can
being
we,
trained.
can we coordinate with the educational advisory board for the town? Cause
Is that
it'll
Mario?
be, yes, Mario, cause it would be good to have like school social workers show up to that.
That'd be great, yes.
Oh,
for the
Hector.
school, Hector.
Hector, stuff like
We
that.
always.
I love that.
So.
So we would just have to come up with
that
a possible date for that workshop. Officer Robin mentioned that it would be ideal, we could do it in the afternoon hours because it would have more people able to come after work in the community. As opposed to doing
Like
it
an
at 8
evening
a.m.
thing?
Like an evening, like maybe like a 6:30 kind of thing. People come into, we could do it here in the town, right?
And this is, so partnering with what the police department is doing regarding like mental health.
Yes, all the trainings that they're getting and what
Would
new
an
stuff.
update you like
Mhm.
any other committees to be there?
Yes,
Well,
special needs,
special-
educational advisory board.
Okay, so I work with special needs members, so.
Well, we can invite them all, right?
I think we
that's
should.
perfect.
Well, yes, no, but I mean, if you would like to partner.
Oh.
Yeah, I think so.
So
Special needs
definitely the
would be good.
education, yeah, I think it would
Yeah.
be great for, so like he said, social workers to come after, like, I mean, right? And then we invite for everybody.
Yeah,
Who
I
else?
mean, we should,
Well, you would like to invite, of course, all of
Yeah.
them.
But partner
I
with the
say we should partner
education.
with
we should
education.
partner with education and special needs.
And
I
special.
mean, they actually, in the last chairs meeting, the town manager was really trying to get us all to partner.
Oh,
And so this will be a good thing to partner with, you know,
perfect.
maybe, find out when the next EAB meeting is and next special needs.
Special needs on Monday,
This is Monday?
5:30, April 1st.
I can't wait.
What is it? I'm sorry.
Monday, April 1st at 5:30.
Monday, on April. Yes. I think I can.
Who think that?
What time did you say?
5:30.
I think I can
5:30
make
to
it.
7.
What are we doing?
You're gonna present
Present
that
and
we're,
partner.
yeah, it's partner with us with this, police
For this
workshop.
workshop.
Alright.
Yeah, I think that'd be so cool, guys. It'd be really
Yeah, I
good.
think it would be nice.
This is gonna be in September?
No, so,
yeah.
so possible dates and times, I just wanted to ask you guys what, you know, let's come up with some
I
dates.
think we should see, well, it's gonna be something that has multiple committees, so we should see if they want to partner.
Mhm.
And then we should probably create like a combined subcommittee, you know, where they say, okay, who's gonna be your rep from EAB, who's gonna be your rep from special needs, who's gonna work with us,
Okay.
so we can all work together, and then they can pick a date, and they can do all that stuff.
Definitely the time would have to be set though, that it's in the evening time. That's
Yeah.
something that they really want to
That's for
emphasize.
sure.
Kelly, what committee is this I'm going to?
Special needs advisory board,
Sorry.
I'll email you.
No, I'm putting in my calendar. You can, but I'm putting in my calendar.
Education is April 22nd, Monday, April 22nd at 6 PM.
I could do that one, but I can't.
You can do one?
It might be safe when you fill out too.
Yeah. And then
At what
basically, so they asked that we want,
Education advisory board is Monday, April 22nd at 6 PM.
so besides telling them the ask that we're asking for is to have them pick somebody or somebody volunteer to be on the subcommittee, put this together.
That's a good idea.
And then once we have this together, we can do it every year. You know,
Oh, make it like a thing.
yeah, make it like a thing,
I like it.
and then we can, we can
What-
expand it to different, we can expand it
can
to the city of
we,
Hialeah, we can expand it all around.
Can we come up with a quick name on the workshop, just so that when we're presenting it, we have like some, like a little name for it or something,
I'll say that'll be the first thing that the subcommittee figures out.
you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, we come up with a name.
The workshop with police
I
department.
think we already had a name for it through the elderly, if I'm not mistaken. But I don't know. I don't remember. Do you know? I never hear. No.
It's a good thing.
Perfect. So what's the motion on that?
Oh, the motion is that we send a representative to the Educational Advisory Board meeting on April 22nd.
Special needs.
Anybody wants a second?
And the special needs one.
I
on April
second
1st.
that.
Special Needs Advisory Board on April 1st.
I'll second it.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
I need to make one.
I have a question. What, well, somebody says nay.
Yeah, we just noted.
I'm just wondering that.
We just noted.
Unless
Yeah.
it's
Like
Some
some
more nays than yays.
Yeah.
4 say, well, you have 6. So,
Oh,
well,
yeah.
yes, so 4 say no and 2 say yes.
Yeah.
So the motion fails.
Yeah,
Okay, what if it's a tie? Anything?
You wanna try it out?
Yeah, that's right.
Like what?
Believe it still
Still fails.
fails. Yeah.
Oh, okay,
Leave
okay,
it
so
tie.
tie fails, majority wins, right?
Yes,
Okay,
and if no one seconds the motion, it dies.
yeah, that, I got that part as well.
Mm.
Now, as chair, how do you feel about a motion being passed 5-3 or 4-3, whatever? You said we'll discuss it, like,
Well, I think we always do. I don't think we've ever come to that. Like if somebody's not, we always. before
I
we
love
even pass it.
hypotheticals, that's why I'm asking.
Yeah, I mean, that's what tends to have been happening, because we've come in disagreement various times here, and we just continue discussing until we kind of just.
I
come to a
never,
mutual
I mean,
agreement.
personally,
I
it's
mean, nobody.
democracy, there's no.
Honestly,
there's no-
nobody takes it that personal, that we're not gonna like, oh my God, ride to the death, right? So,
Okay,
We disagreed
was
a
just
lot.
curious.
We
disagree a lot.
went to the task force, we
Yes.
disagreed a lot, like, there was there was two schools of thought.
Right,
There was, like,
right.
No,
yeah, but. for the
but we,
most part, we go.
we compromised.
We compromise a lot.
thank you for entertaining the question.
Absolutely. Design items, the stress balls and all that stuff, which would tie in with, we're going to get the sponsorship, so. Just to kind of confirm what we would want on all everything, right, just our logo. And that's it. On the stress balls, on the water bottle stickers,
So just your logo.
the mental health task force logo,
Well,
right?
yes, that's what I meant. Sorry.
Yeah.
if I noticed.
Yeah,
I mean, but if we got a sponsorship, they'll probably want their logo on it, like someone donated a bunch of.
exactly,
stress
so
balls.
then, so do we have to put like a motion on that, we would, how we would design it, or? we want
It's
to get
just,
the
that's just, I
sponsorship?
think that's just part of the
The
sponsorship,
standard? Okay.
yeah,
I would leave that as part of this.
yeah.
Perfect,
Because you don't know who will be
Yeah.
sponsoring.
perfect. Okay. Very cool. Anything else? So we have the stress ball, like I did all the stuff. We have the bubbles.
Okay, elderly affairs, veterans committee. partnership.
Yes,
Do you wanna leave the rest for the sake of time?
Yeah, I think so, and I'll make a motion to defer that item till the next meeting.
just a second, all in favor?
Yeah,
Hey.
I.
No. There we go.
Yes.
Uh,
There you go.
Come on, man, that's some drama.
Just kidding, guys. We're gonna decide here, we're gonna finish it off.
Pass it, you approve, you didn't say.
Is he in?
He's not in here yet. He's not a member.
He's still a guest,
Remember yet?
man.
Okay.
No,
How do we get him approved to me?
he already got assigned, right?
No, he's waiting for
He
the
applied.
application.
Oh,
He has to be appointed.
who's
Yeah,
appointed?
yes.
Who is your?
They didn't tell me who they,
No.
someone who's available, they sent out to someone.
Okay, so,
Council,
deferral-
approve it at the next
Yeah.
meeting?
So the council member that has an availability would have to say, okay, so I have like these many people that applied and like I select this person and then they just like say at the meeting, okay, well, like I have an appointment to this committee.
Okay.
And then you have to be sworn in.
Okay.
I told him, I thought, you think you have competition off the record. So, okay, so announcements, you said you had something you wanted to add for next.
Oh, yeah, so really quick, potentially, there's something that might be going on in June that, not potentially, it's gonna happen. But I don't know the details of it yet, but it's gonna be a masquerade ball.
So for us to.
There's
For
gonna be
the
some
chamber.
Something
masquerade.
something happening.
Something's
It's
happening.
a
in June.
masquerade ball, June 21st.
So wait, there's a day.
21st, okay. well,
I-
21st?
That's a.
Correct. Yeah, I know, but it is what it is.
No,
And
my anniversary is like this, so good.
the chamber, you can take her that day.
Huh?
You can take her that day.
Oh,
It's gonna be
double,
masquerade.
yeah.
Beautiful.
Double party.
And yeah, with the chamber. I don't know all the details yet, but I am part of it.
What would be the mental health task force
I am,
tie into?
Well,
to the master?
we're
Well,
gonna
we're-
do it with, the Arkansas, Florida, and then. I don't know, it's a sponsor to other companies that will do something in mental health, not really, but like autism and something else.
Oh, okay.
So it's in the realm. So we wanna go, I don't know, prices, I don't know anything, but. we'll just wait until we can, I'll give you more info, but it
It's
might
gonna
be
be
a
free
good
because you
thing.
got a hookup at the chamber.
We could do that on the record, but I can't have my logo, that's not illegal.
I think you can have your logo. If you're a sponsor, you're paying for it, how can that be how is that a private game when you're paying somebody?
You have to
know?
dress beautiful
Okay.
though.
All right, so that's awesome, so we'll put more details.
Yeah,
more
it
details.
says on my information in the Gabby because. it was-
Motion to adjourn?
I was in the middle of a word.
What?
Our town
It's a
liaison.
reminder, April 24th is your next meeting. There's a time change,
Yes.
9 to 10.
Correct.
Subcommittee 10 to 11. Subcommittee, you don't need quorum.
It's 9 to
Actually,
10.
it's a special call, so you do need quorum.
I think we did agree that it was gonna be, to meet quorum because we wanted to be able to vote. Okay.
And that's subcommittees for the September.
Well, 9 a.m. next one.
Or you may just, you may want to show up for the,
Oh,
the subcommittee one.
something on the
That's
record,
the one we're
can
doing.
we update, Rosie's credentialing to be part of her name? Like licensed mental health counselor next to her name?
I will make the request.
Thank you. And did they ever update the words?
Yes, they did.
Can I
Would you like
see?
to see?
Yes. And that's it, and I'll let you guys talk.
You have to be for you, you have to give her a resources, dude. Lindsay. I don't have a lot to do today. I'm gonna go home and I just. Yeah, man. Seriously, don't remember.
So literally, they don't want to just copy paste them because they say
It's adults and, adults with
You know,
special
something
needs
that
or
brings that
individuals
up.
special.
You know, how many times you said that and I always forget. Give me a pen, please.
I'm sending.
Look how beautiful that nose.
Use that as a way.
There was a whole meeting on the nose. You have no idea.
Deal.
We have-
I have to go, the president's calling me.
We had a whole meeting
We
on
did
the
not
nose.
surgery on her.
Oh, just logo.
Michael Jackson.
Or I don't know what they are.
Okay, okay, okay. So we're
I'm
gonna have.
actually on there. Oh, God, that's embarrassing.
Who's that?
Who's that?
Oh, my name's not up there yet.
You are not, I will make note of that.
I will-
Oh, you can delete mine and.
There it is, resilience.
I got, that would be the first one, okay. 30 then.
Good, perfect. So much better about
It's
that.
not. technically-
My email is right there on the bottom.
Okay,
Oh, that's
So-
nice.
What is it?
It's-
Would you like to- I need to-
Contact me at any-
Oh, that is nice.
Okay.
I like that.
Special needs.
Resilience, perseverance.
Oh, I'm thinking about the email I sent. I'm
No.
not sure.
Remember, we can't be
Oh,
on it.
that's good too.
I was like, well, I mean, I don't know. I mean, I guess we'll have no contact, like, front desk or something. You can just send me an email, but-
Motion to adjourn?
so do you have
At 10,
one more or two more chairs available
Yes,
or?
ma'am.
I think it's just
Well,
One more.
him
Okay.
and then
one more, because
And-
he's already in there, right? And
He
then
Yes.
is, he's just not
not on
on
the
the website.
website, and then it would be him, which I'm just manifesting, because I don't, and then that's it, right? But we have room for more?
No.
That's it, so we were due.
Okay.
That's it.
Can we follow up?
No, but we were gonna talk.
Motion to
That was
adjourn's on
going
the
to get
table,
approved
Chair.
by the-
I
That's all we were doing. That's all we need.
Motion, the motion's been seconded.
All in favor, yeah?
Aye.
10:56.
And I miss them.